So, in the last episode, we built a team around the winter upgrades that are coming this week and the potential Player of the Month requirements. We also opened a few bronze packs towards the end of the video, and as you can see, quite a few of the items have sold, and we are still listing some of the other ones. A couple of the MK Dons players have also sold for 800 cards, so it's definitely still a profitable market to be in. If we take a quick look at the MK Dons players now, we have got, let's find them on here. I think the minimum price that they're currently selling for is still around the 600, 700 coin mark. There's nothing up for 600. If we search for 700, we've got a small handful of them. So they're consistently holding their value around 600, 700 coins, which is fantastic because we've got 17 on our transfer list, a whole club full of maybe about 8 of them, and a couple on the transfer list still. So before we jump into any games, what we're going to do is just open a couple more bronze packs. We just want to fill our transfer list so we've got stuff constantly selling. It feels like it's a bit of a waste if we don't have stuff on there at all times. Then we've got our new teams, so we're going to jump into a couple of games with them. And then we might look at a new sniping filter, or maybe a bit more bidding on stuff. Possibly the League SBCs again, just because there's so much value to be had in them, as you probably saw in a couple of videos ago. As for like the sniping and stuff like that, there isn't currently a hugely amazing sniping filter to use. All 83s, 82s, 81s are selling, and 84s and higher obviously, they're all selling for an absolute fortune at the moment. And that's because so many people are doing the SBCs for the one to watch cards. So we might try mass bidding on some of those. But how well it will go will depend on how many other people are trying it, obviously, like with all trading techniques. That pack there was actually pretty bad. We're going to list that rare French manager as well. I'm just going to double check his price. He goes for 200, yeah, so he should sell. Apart from that, though, we only had a couple of players and no fitness, no... We haven't actually got squad fitness maybe in about 30 odd packs or something stupid now. So we're still holding out for something big like that, or a healing card. I don't think we've had any healing cards in quite a while, actually. Let's see if this left back sells. Because left backs and right backs are usually quite rare. No, he doesn't even sell. And again, no fitness cards, no healing cards. Not a lot on that pack either. I think we've only got about, is it 10 slots left on our transfer list or something now? So there's not a huge amount of slots to fill up. But as I said before, we might as well fill it. Oh, we've still got 13 slots. Anyway, we still might as well fill it before we jump into a game. Oh, here we go. We've got a player fitness for 200. And a squad fitness, which I'm going to guess sells for about 700, maybe 800 coins. 900 looks like the cheapest. It's got bid for 850, so we're going to put us up for 850, and that alone covers the price of 2 packs. Then the rest of it is profit. So that was a really, really good pack. We're still waiting for the day when we get someone absolutely huge from this method, and it does come. It just takes a lot of packs usually. But if we can pull anyone massive, then it's going to really boost our balance and allow us just to buy a couple more players, maybe for our winter upgrade team. So we're going to just open a couple more of these. Oh, we got a silver player in this one. It's Spanish, though. I'm always hoping for like a League defender or something like that. He is from the Santander, though, so we're going to keep him. We'll keep those 2 players, we'll keep the contracts, and then we'll just get rid of the badges and kits. That wasn't a bad pack, actually. If we could pull like a Toulouse defender or something, then we'd make like 20, 25,000 coins instantly. But we haven't had so much luck as to do that as of yet, anyway. Is that another squad fitness? A squad fitness and a foot healing card. That pack is absolutely amazing. So we'll list the squad fitness up for 850. I think the foot healing cards were selling for about 4... Wow. Selling for about 800 coins. That just covered 4 packs. That was absolutely incredible, that pack. That's equal to pulling a huge player. Maybe not like a 20k plus player, but it's still an absolutely incredible pool. I don't think we've opened 1 rare player yet, though. We've opened maybe 8-9 packs. Oh, Fulham player. 8-9 packs, and we haven't had 1 rare player. That I can remember, anyway. We're going to discard those 2 players there. For about 11 coins each or whatever they go for. We're going to keep doing this until we get a rare player, I've just decided. I can't help but... Oh, here we go. All I had to do was ask, it seems. Loy, probably from the Scottish League as well. Yeah, we get 2 players from the Scottish Premier League, and we got 3 individual fitness cards in here as well. There really isn't many of this guy up on the market. I'm going to put him up for 450, the second cheapest. He's probably not going to sell, but I'd rather take a gamble selling him when there's so few on the market than just give him away for 200 coins. So that puts us on 25 items on our transfer list. That lets us open probably a couple more packs. Hopefully we can get another rare player in it, because that wasn't actually too bad. Sometimes if there is only a couple of the player on the market, people that want that particular player will pay a couple of hundred more coins than they're worth just to pick them up. And we get a Russian player. Sometimes the Russian bronze players are actually pretty decent. I have no idea what the club is. Let's see if he actually sells. 950 is the cheapest. 850. We've got one for 400. We're going to list them up for 350 then. We'll just go for the cheapest. That pays for the pack again itself. We've got a couple of random players, a couple of contracts, and then if we add it to the squad fitness, we make a from the player fitness, sorry, we make a profit of about 150 coins off that pack, plus the contracts and the 2 players we got to send to our club from it. So that again was a pretty decent pack, and that was our second rare player. So 2 rare players from about 12 packs isn't great, but it could be worse. That's the kind of pack that absolutely kills bronze pack method. When you get like a rare contract or a rare manager contract, there's just such little value in it as far as it goes for, well, selling it. No one's going to buy it off you. That's an MK Dons player. That's a great pack again. So let's store those 2, list up the player fitness, and that MK Dons player is about 800 coins. So we're just going to send him to our transfer list and then open one last pack. Okay, so overall we've definitely made a couple of thousand coins profit off these packs, plus all the players we've sent to our club. And then we pick up a Mexican player. He could be worth something. I highly doubt he's needed for the Squad Builder Challenge. There's probably much better options, yeah. We'll send him to our club anyway, keep the contracts. Take the 100 coins. Discard the rest of it. It still leaves us with 1 slot on our transfer list though. So we're going to make sure we use every single slot available to us. A couple of them are filled up with the MK Dons players we're saving, but I've got no problem with them just sitting there until it's the right time to sell them. I'm hoping to get over 1,000 coins for each of the ones we sell. And here we go, here's 2 player fitnesses. So we'll list up one of them and send the other to our club. And then we're going to jump into a quick game. So in the first game, we're still using the Tottenham squad, just because Icardi's still got an injury on him. And we come up against a really cool looking BPL Silver team. This is a really unique team, and it's always the kind of player that really scares you, because if they're using a team like this, they probably know how to use it. And it's not great if you're pretty poor at the game. Son picks it up. Lamela. He plays it back to Son. Son's in. Son scores 1-0. It's played up to Janssen, who plays it into Lamela, who waits for Janssen to make a run over the top. It gets to Janssen. Janssen with a chance to actually score this time, and he's not going to miss twice. Wanyama wins the header, finds Janssen, sees Son making a run, who sees Janssen back in space. Janssen for make it 3. Whew! He's got a 50% record. He's missed 2 and scored 2. Absolute sitters. Son finds Janssen, finds Son. They got a 3-on-1. There's no way we can't score here. With Lamela on the ball. Lamela on the ball. Lamela knocks it in, and it's defended somehow. How did we waste such a chance? So we were all over him in that game. It wasn't even close. We should have scored 6 or 7, but the finishing that we had and the mistakes we made were just so poor as usual in front of goal. Apart from that though, a good 3-0 win, and it means we can now rotate and play with our winter upgrade team. So before we jump into another game, we're just going to come in here and unlock the new coin boost that we've got. So that's 200 coins for another 10 games. So that's going to be 2,000 coins. We're not a mile off either of getting another 10 slots on our transfer list. Will be absolutely huge for us. An annoying thing though is that we can't actually change the name of the club. We need to get up another 10 ranks in the EA catalogue in order to buy it, because it's somehow registered that I bought it before and it's not letting me buy the previous one. So jumping into the next game, we're now using our not a one to watch, he's got the one to watch. We're using our winter upgrade team. So it's a lot stronger than our last one, but we are lacking chemistry in this team. So we're going to see just how much of a difference better teammates with worse chemistry against just an average team with strong chemistry all round. He's through on goal here. That was such poor defending for us. We don't even stop the ball there. And it's in off the post. It's one hell of a finish. And he's even got the dab just to finish it off. Okay, we're going to go near post on this one again, as we always do. It's won the header, and it's over the top of the keeper. That's how we finish. It's a shot from range. I was just taking a quick drink because I didn't think we were in any kind of danger there. But then he just pulls out this crazy 30-yard shot straight into the bottom corner. It was literally 2 seconds after kickoff as well. But that is one hell of a finish. And, oh, we've got our bronze keeper in goal, haven't we? Yeah, our bronze keeper was never saving that. It finds Vaughan. He sees Icardi making the run. Icardi on the ball. Icardi with space. He plays it off to Harrison. Harrison can't miss. Harrison doesn't miss. That's 2-0. And Nzonzi knocks it down the middle. He sees Harrison on the wing. Harrison with a shot with power. And Nzonzi with a follow-up. Oh, it's unlucky. He pops it into the box. The header straight into the ground. But it just goes straight over our keeper. If we're going to keep playing with this game, with this team, I think we might have to invest just in a goalkeeper. Just for some of the easier saves. He actually ducks under the ball. He had his hand in place. And he's like, nah, I'm not going to save that. He finds Harrison. Harrison again on the ball. To Vaughan. To Harrison. He sees the run by Nzonzi. Nzonzi can't finish, though. Harrison's still got the ball. It's not all over yet. Harrison with a cross into the box. Can he get there? Oh, that's so close. Dele Alli's not going to give up on this yet, though. It turns with Icardi. Icardi with a shot. It's off the bar. How unlucky can we get from one attack? He's got space down the middle to run onto. Braithwaite's away. There's no way we're catching him here. There's no way we're catching him. There's no way he's not scoring either. That makes it 4-2. It's not deserved. It's just our centre-backs and goalkeeper can't deal with this is the problem. He's not a bad player by any means, but we've wasted our chances and he's abused our weaknesses. Dele Alli makes a poor pass straight into the path of the attacker. And it's 5-2. I think we're out of this one now. Plays it into Harrison again. Who finds Nzonzi. Back to Harrison. Back into the middle to Vaughan. Vaughan turns. Vaughan shoots. Huge deflection, but we'll take it. 5-3. Do we have a tiny chance of coming back here? A long throw by the keeper goes wrong. And now we're caught out on the attack. He's played it through again. There's no way we're stopping it. Oh, the keeper's throwing is even poor. I'm going to blame everything on him. It's my fault. It's my fault. We're 6-3 down because I'm playing pretty poorly. If we've missed some really good chances, the game is definitely done now. Falls to Antonio, who knocks it forward to Icardi, who plays it back to Antonio, plays it into Nzonzi. Nzonzi with a shot. It's 6-4. We're not coming back into it. But it's a great goal by Nzonzi. So the stats are pretty even. We lose 6-4. I mean, we really lack pace at the back with our defence. And another huge problem is our bronze goalkeeper. He was just flapping at absolutely everything. But on the other hand, we missed some huge chances and made some massive mistakes. So the loss is probably deserved. So we're going to get back into a little bit of trading. And we're going to be using the old method we used, where we focus around one of the leagues for the SBCs. And we're just simply coming in and bidding on the silver players on the market that are on open bids. So an example of this is this guy here. We're bidding on him for 1,300 at the moment. We're also going to bid on that one there. The cheapest listed for him is 2,000 currently. So we're just going to instantly undercut a 1,900 if we win him and then work from there. Right, so firstly, as you can see, a couple of our items have already sold from the bronze packs. So we're just going to clear those off our transfer list to give us a couple of slots. Then secondly, as we moved into the league SBC bidding on the market, most of the players are already price fixed, and it seems that this method is currently being used by a lot of people. So the profit we're going to be making off these cards is absolutely minimal. Let's have a look at this guy, for example, Sampaio. I think we picked him up for, was it 400 coins? 450 coins. The cheapest of him out there at the moment is currently, I think, 650. Let's just double check. Yeah, 650. So we're going to sell him on for 600, just making 150 coins profit before tax, 120 coins after tax, which really, it's not bad for a player, but seeing as we've just done this for a little bit and only picked up 4 players, it's not fantastic at the same time. I think we picked up this guy for 350, and his cheapest on the market I think is actually 400 at the moment. 450. Oh, it's 450. So at least we can list him for 400 and make just a tiny bit of profit on him. We then got a couple more left. We do have one slightly big win. So this guy here, we picked him up for 950. He was the one we were initially looking at, but we lost on that one. So then we found him. We got him for 950, and the cheapest on the market of him is still, was 2,000. Now we've got one listed for 850, and then 1,700 is the one cheapest after that. Wow, they've both just been listed. So we're going to list ours for the second cheapest on the market, hoping the first one gets picked up, and then they move on to buying ours. We've also got something else that's sold on here. Okay, it was that guy, he just instantly sold, which allows us to list up our last guy. So provided that guy doesn't sell, we actually might end up just breaking even out of those 4 trades. So as I said, the market for this is absolutely swamped at the moment. So what we're going to do is try and find a sniping filter or just something a little bit different to use. We did get this guy for 450 and we can sell him on for 800. So that's a pretty decent profit, and we'll cover most of our losses elsewhere anyway. So I'm just going to have a quick play around with different filters, see if we can find a good sniping filter, and then we'll probably move on to using that. So I've just been looking at a load of different sniping filters, checking the market out and everything. And as it stands, it's just so volatile. Player prices are changing so constantly. There's nothing good to snipe just because everything is valuable at the moment. So sniping filters are very hard to create, if you like, that cover such a good area. They're either too wide that you get too many results you don't want, or they're too precise and not enough of these cards are being listed at the moment. So instead, we're just going to clear these few items that have sold. We're going to open a couple of bronze packs, and then we're probably just going to jump into a couple more games. So this episode's not going to have a lot of trading on it, and that's something you've got to understand with trading sometimes is we've got a lot of investments currently riding with the squad that we've built. So we can't be expecting to trade constantly, be making money all the time, when there's other things that we've got to be doing with that. Let's send that to the club actually, just keep some space on the list so we can open a few. So while you're waiting for your investments to come in, that might take a day, might take 2 days. Sometimes you just got to enjoy the game. We can't really spend any more money investing in things because we don't have it. So our best plan of action is going to be just to play matches, earn coins that way. Maybe we can get up to about 20, 25,000 from that when everything else on our transfer list sells as well. And that will allow us to hopefully buy one more player for our team, one more potential winter upgrade or something like that. It doesn't look like we're going to be getting much luck in these packs though, that's for sure. Let's list this guy up at least, this player fitness. The player fitnesses sell a lot better during weekend league. The demand for them is just much higher because there's so many more people playing such a large amount of games during these periods. We've got a CDM from Bayern Munich. That guy might sell. Let's have a quick look. Wow, that's a lot of players in that pack. He does sell. It's 350, 200. Okay, I'm going to keep him in the club because I got a feeling he's going to be worth something at some point. We've got another Premier League player. We've also got a Liga NOS CDM. I've got a feeling he's not going to sell. No, he's not going to sell. So we'll just store him and the contracts in our club again. We've only got 3 slots on the transfer list, so I want to make sure that we open enough packs. I've got stuff to relist as the days go by. Ooh, we've got a silver player. Yes, we've got enough stuff to relist as the days go by when I'm just doing stuff in between playing. We've got 4 contracts in this pack. This rare keeper has a tiny chance of being worth something. The cheapest on the market is 200 and then it's 450. I'm going to list this guy for 400 because there's a chance when that guy sells that he might go there. We'll store the fitness in our club and that will give us enough space to open a couple more packs as well. With all the players we've got in our clubs, I'm tempted to keep them just in case we ever need them for squad builder challenges, but it is also tempting just to run them through the upgrade. The problem with that is we're not going to gain any coins from it. It's just going to be fun opening packs, which isn't going to benefit the series at all. But it looks like this guy might sell. 600 seems to be his cheapest up at the moment anyway. 500, 550. Okay, cool. So let's list him up for 450. That pays for the whole of the pack, so that's an awesome pack there. We're going to send all of that to our club. We're going to list up this one. That'll fill up our transfer list. And then we can jump into a game while that stuff sells. So, coming into this game, this guy's got a pretty stacked team. He's got Benzema, but he's also got Gray with a lot of pace up front. He's got Payet and Depay on the wings. Again, not a lot of pace though, which is pretty good for us because that's what we're going to really struggle with, our bronze defenders and keeper. I've got to apologise, there's not going to be a lot of trading in this video, but sometimes when you're investing in cards, you just can't find things to trade with. The market is all over the place at the moment, and the last thing we want to be doing is losing coins on this account. So we're just going to make the most of our coin boost, play some games, try and raise the divisions, and see how that all goes. Ooh. Icardi plays it back into the path. I don't know what Icardi was doing there. I definitely did not play it into him. Now he breaks down the wing with Gray. We don't have the pace to beat him here. Oh, Gray cuts it back. Do we get the block off? It's hit the bar, and it's fallen straight to the feet of Rooney, who buries it into the goal. It's been a long time coming. This guy's been a lot better than us in this game, but that's an annoying way to concede. Up to Harrison. Harrison trying to buy some time. He sees it, Vaughan making the run. Vaughan slots it past Courtois. It's 1-1. It's definitely not deserved. This guy's been so much better than us. And now it starts to lag. But this guy's been all over us this game. And a 1-1 at half-time would be absolutely fantastic. It's one back by Harrison, though, who plays it back out to Antonio, who whips in a swinging ball. We've got a chance with Vaughan. It's taken a huge deflection and it's gone in. It's Nzonzi. Oh, my God. A 2-1. This is so undeserved. He's been so much better than us. This is dangerous as we break into the last minute of the game. We'd have to go for the tactical foul there. Antonio has just earned himself a red card. But we now have a tiny chance of saving this match and not losing it. The extra man isn't going to make a difference because we're into the dying seconds of the game. He's going to go bottom left. He's missed the penalty. The tactical foul, as much as I hate it and feel awful for doing it, might have just saved us the 3 points in this game. So he was much better than us. We had a lot more shots than him, but we definitely didn't deserve that win. That last minute foul as well, it was... I didn't think about it when I did it, but it was the only way we were going to stop him scoring, and then we got lucky that he missed it as well. So we'll take the 3 points, but we don't deserve the 3 points. So another 2 items have sold from our transfer list. We've got the player from MLS that we packed, and then the guy from the Liga NOS who we bid on, which means just before we jump into another game, we can open a couple of packs. A couple of bronze packs, obviously. So let's just try and fill up those last 2 slots. We might do it in the first pack, which means we can just jump straight back into a game. I don't think he's going to sell for anything in that league anyway. Let's send them to our club. We'll send the fitness to our club as well, just so we can open a couple of packs. That pack was so poor that I just got a feeling something big is going to be coming. Maybe not now, but you never know. Then we'll probably play one more game, possibly 2 games, and then we'll end the video there most likely. Again, I'm really sorry that we're just not able to do much trading in this video, but with the market in the state it's in, like I mentioned before, it's too risky. There's very few filters that are going to be time efficient, very few things to mass bid on because it seems like everything's locked down. So we're just going to have to make the most of playing games using our coin boost here and just dealing with that basically. Right, I'm going to list this fitness card because we're getting nothing in these packs. And that just gives us 1 slot left on the transfer list. So let's just quickly open one more pack, see what we get in this. And then we'll jump into our game. We're going to use the Tottenham squad this time. We've given 2 games with this investment squad. And if I'm honest to you, the fact that it's such low chemistry really feels like it makes a huge difference. The Tottenham team feels really, really solid to play with. The mistakes I make feel like my own. With the low chemistry, the passing's all over the place. It just seems to be an absolute mess. So we're going to change up the squad, play one more game, and then probably end it there. So moving into this final game, we come up against, of course, another BPL team. He's got Defoe and Sturridge up front, then Kane behind him in cam, which his passing isn't great, so I'm not sure if he's going to make a great cam. He's playing the narrow formation, but he's got Zaha on the right and Martial on the left. It would make a lot more sense to play the same formation with the wingers and then just changing games for the chemistry. But I'm not going to complain. We're just going to see how we can get on in this one. Son plays it back into Janssen, who sees Son making the run. Son, back into Janssen. Janssen's through on goal. Janssen to make it 1-0. Janssen scores. That could fall to Son. It doesn't. Now Wanyama's got to track back. It's gone through to Kane somehow. Kane can't miss from there. It's a good finish, top corner. It's been coming for the last 15 minutes. He's been all over me in this game. The first 20 minutes was all us. The last 20's been all him. So it could really go either way. Son plays it out to Lamela. Lamela cuts it back inside. It's a free kick. He whips it into the box. It should be cleared by Wanyama, and it is in the end. It finds Janssen, who sees Son making a run. Son can't quite get onto the end of it, though, annoyingly. It's played up to Janssen, who finds Lamela, who plays it back into Janssen, who plays it out wide. It finds Dyer. It finds Rose, who just wastes the ball for no reason. That's poor. And not as poor as that pass, though, luckily. Long goal kick by Vaughan. Son wins it. We're in danger here again. We can't let him get that through ball onto Sturridge like that. And Sturridge is not going to miss if we do. On the brink of half-time again, he scores. And to make it 2-1. Got to get back here. We can't let him break down the wing with Defoe. Luckily, Defoe isn't full of pace. Oh, for fuck's sake, this fucking lag. Defoe picks up the ball. He puts it a great cross. There's no way we're saving that again. And he goes 3-1 up. So we're 3-1 down in the game. He's been all over us, but his internet's been playing up throughout with patches of lag and glitchiness. And in the 76th minute, he just disconnected. So we went from definitely losing a game to taking a void match and taking our coin boost. So we can't complain with that. So the last thing we're going to do before we end the video is just check on our investments and how we're getting on. So we picked up Nzonzi this morning for 56,000. As it stands, the cheapest on the market for him is about 60,000 coins, if I remember correctly. 64 we've got there, 62 we've got there, 63 there. Yeah, it falls to just over 60,000 coins, about 62,000. So we're already 6,000 coins in profit with him. The next player we picked up was Allen, and we paid just under 20,000 for him. We paid 19,500 for him. Now, if we have a quick look at this, let's just change that price range on here to 20,000. Let's see if we can pick him up for that. Nope. 21,000. So there's one listed for 20,750. So we're probably about 1,500 up on him. The next player we picked up would have been Icardi. Now this would have been his third in form, so we're just going to have to quickly do this to double check the price of what he's going for. So his third in form is the 87 rated. There are 66,000, 65,000, 57,000, 56,000. We paid 52,000 for him, so we've got a pretty good deal by the looks of it. The cheapest is... It's actually very close to what we paid, so I don't think Icardi's made us any kind of profit or movement on what we paid. The next player we picked up was Antonio, the right back in the Premier League, which is... Where is his card? There it is, Mikel Antonio. We paid for Antonio 22,250 coins. So let's see if there's any up for 23,000. There's one that's just been listed for 22, so that's going to sell in a second. And it looks like he's up to about 24,000. So we're just over 1,500 roughly in profit from him. We also picked up Dele Alli. Now we paid 40,000 for Dele Alli, and there's a good chance he's dropped a little bit. No. Is he at 41? Is he at 42? He's at about 42,000, so we're about 2,000 up on him at the moment. That 2,000 is only tax that it covers though, so we're not actually in profit as such yet. The next player we picked up was Harrison, and he was a player from the League One that we got. He was the bronze Bristol Rovers player, I think, if I remember correctly anyway. So the next player we picked up was Ellis Harrison. I finally found out who he was. We picked him up for 6,000. There's nothing on him for 6,000 at the moment. Nothing for 6,500. Searching for 7, and we get one player. And it's got Hunter card on it as well. That card is definitely worth picking up for 7,000. He's actually been insane for us as well. So we're about 2,000 coins in profit from him. And then the last player we picked up was Vaughan. And if I'm honest, he's been absolutely awful for us. His passing always seems to go wrong. He always seems to be in the wrong position. But is it David Vaughan? It's not David Vaughan. I had a guess, a 50-50 guess. And I had to manage to guess the wrong one. It's got to be James Vaughan then. So if we have a look at James Vaughan, we paid for Vaughan 6.5 and the cheapest is currently 6.5. There's quite a few up in a close price range as well. So we haven't lost any money apart from the tax on him. So overall, after about 12 hours, we are actually probably in slight profit, but it's only minuscule. There's only about 1,000 coins at most. So hopefully come tomorrow, our investments will start looking even better.